Attention, all districts. A 5-alarm fire, 5 bells. Move in immediately.
That's it. Let's roll. Let's go. Firefighters. Presenting Firefighters, the true-to-life story of our unsung heroes who stand ready to ride by day or night against our most murderous enemy, the demon of fire. In just a minute, we'll move direct to the corner of Broad and Main, where Tim Collins, rookie fireman, is calling for a ladder to rescue a panic-stricken woman from the second floor of a blazing tenement building. She threatens to jump, but Tim is calming her with his voice. We'll get back to Tim in just a moment. But first, we take time for this message. Let's go, firefighters. Let's go to the rear of the burning tenement at Broad and Main, where you remember Tim Collins has been sent to check up on the situation. The night is black, but he can see the buildings adjoining the tenement stand much too close for safety. And a moment ago, as he turned to hasten back to the front of the building to report this fact, a window was flung open on the second floor, just above where Tim now stands.
Oh, good grief, this is a tough one. These buildings are jammed together. They could burn like a box of matches. It's all right, madam. We'll get you out.
Fireman, help, Mr. Fireman.
No, don't throw that, whatever it is. No, don't throw it. Don't. Oh, I caught it. Good grief. I caught it. Well, what do you know? It's all right, ma'am. I caught your baby.
Help, I'm going to jump.
No, wait. If you jump, you'll hurt the baby.
I'll hurt the baby?
Yeah, that's right. Now listen to me. Now listen, you wait. We'll get you down. We'll get a ladder, you understand?
Yes, a ladder. I'll wait, but get me down.
Murphy, get a ladder in here.
Coming.
All right, ma'am, here it comes.
Hey, what's that woman still in the building for?
Well, look, are all the others out?
Yeah, we got them out. Chief Cody's out front checking to be sure they're all accounted for.
Chief Cody? What's he doing here?
Third alarm, Hooksy. This is a tough one. 3 alarms inside of 15 minutes. Okay, Vincent. Lay that ladder flat on the ground there.
It's black as a pit here. Watch what you're doing, Murphy.
Vincent can raise the ladder with his eyes closed.
Yeah.
Okay, Vincent. Get that end of the ladder up in the air. Now, walk towards me and raise it as he comes.
Steady now. Not much room to work without hitting the building next door.
Yeah, we're okay here. What in blazes is that?
Just a baby I picked up somewhere.
Hooksy Collins, a babysitter. Okay, Vincent. Hold it straight up. Now, swing her around and... She hits the windowsill square as if she was made for it.
Oh, how do I get down? I never climbed a ladder. I can't do it. I can't.
It's all right, ma'am. We're coming up for you. Now, go on, Vincent.
Yeah, I'll steady the ladder. Go on, get her, Vincent, before she loses her head and takes a dive.
Hurry up.
Boy.
That's
Easy
a boy.
now. All right, can you rake it? That's it. Now, over your shoulder, Vincent. That's it.
Down. Bring
all
it
right,
down.
there he comes. Just hand her to me.
Oh, my baby, he's all safe. You saved him. You saved my baby.
Yes, ma'am. First aid, bring in the blanket. It's all right, ma'am. We'll wrap you both up. There's nothing to be afraid of now.
Oh, afraid?
Yes.
Oh, I should say not. Why, I wasn't afraid for a minute. I knew you'd save us, Mr. Fireman.
What? You did?
Sure.
Well, here, first aid. Yeah, I'll take that blanket. Here you are, ma'am. Now, we'll take you over there. See where the other people from the house are all together.
Anything you say, Mr. Fireman. Well, my goodness, I suppose lots of people would have lost their heads at a time like that, but I never for a moment was even the least bit concerned.
Oh, yes, ma'am. I guess it's like my mom says. Appearances can sure be deceiving. Now, you stay right here, ma'am, with the...
Yes, whatever you say. Why, what on earth's the matter?
Ma'am, do you smell something?
Why, just the smoke and... Oh, there's perfume on these clothes I wrapped my baby in.
No, that's no perfume. I smell kerosene.
Kerosene?
Yes.
Oh, coal oil. But there wasn't any, Mr. Fireman. That's why I was up.
Wait a minute. You say there wasn't any. Any what, ma'am?
There wasn't any coal oil in the stove. Why, my goodness, you don't think I'm up at 3 in the morning every morning, do you? What happened was we had an oil stove in the tenement, and the fire went out and it got cold, and the baby woke up. And I woke up and went to see what was the matter. And there wasn't any.
Let me get this straight. Your oil stove has a reservoir.
Yes, a great big bottle. And it was almost full a couple of days ago. But last night it ran out, and there wasn't any on the stairs either.
You keep a spare bottle on the stairs?
Isn't it dreadful? Somebody stole my coal oil.
Yes. Yes, I think maybe that is pretty bad.
The idea, stealing people's kerosene. How am I going to keep my flat warm on a night like this?
Oh, I think it'll be warm enough for a while, ma'am. Look there, the fire is breaking out all up and down the stair shaft.
Murphy! Private Murphy! I want you.
Coming, Chief.
Give me the situation, Murphy.
Yes, sir.
3-1's the first truck on the scene. Your officer sent you to size up the fire.
Yeah, me and Hooksy Collins, Chief Cody.
Sure.
Chief, that cellar was blazing in a dozen places when we got here. If you ask me, this
Just
fire...
give me the picture, Murphy. I'll put the pieces together.
Well, sir, the cellar was blazing like a furnace.
Yeah?
So I sent Collins round to the rear to see how close the other buildings are.
Yes, we have hoses washing down those other buildings to prevent the fire from spreading out. We've got it confined to this tenement. All right, go ahead.
Well, Lieutenant Kennedy, he sent truckmen up the stairs to clear out the people.
Right, we're checking now to be sure everyone's out. Go on.
Well, the lieutenant, he wouldn't let the hose company open that cellar door till we had the people out.
Huh?
Then one of the boys ventilated the top of the shaft, opened the roof to clear the smoke, sir. And the engine men went into the cellar.
Good. Get ahead of the fire, fight it back, don't let it spread. Yes, but it did spread. Once that heat burst out of the cellar, flame broke out all up and down the stair shaft, burning like a chimney made of wood.
Well, Chief Cody, sir, if you ask me...
All right,
well,
I will ask you.
Well, I think this fire was set. I think it's a plain case of arson.
Yeah, so do I. But that's easier said than proved. All right, Murphy, report back for duty.
Yes, sir. On the double.
207. Engine 207. Give me water in that third floor. 129. Hook and ladder. 129. Oh, there you are. Give me a ladder to that fourth floor. Huh? No room to work at the rear? Well, then go in through the front. Smash out those fourth floor windows. Let the hose men get in.
Private Collins reporting, sir. Information you ought to know.
Oh, you, Collins.
Yes, sir.
Boy, take an order to the commander of the area ladder. Tell him I want a water tower. I want a hose carried up his area ladder to play on the roof.
Yes, sir.
The idea is to flood that stair shaft. You get me?
Yes, sir.
All right, transmit that order. Report back to me with your information.
Right, Chief.
Lieutenant Stokes, orders from the chief.
Oh, this building's a goner. Only chance is to knock down that fire as fast as we can. Keep it from spreading. With a wind like this, the heat alone could spread fire clean across the street.
Aerial ladder's going up, sir, with a hose line from engine 224.
Good. Now, what's this report of yours?
Arson, sir. Well, it might be arson.
Yes, I know that, but, well, where's the evidence?
Well, only a suspicion, Chief Cody, but, well, there's a woman who says her spare bottle of kerosene was stolen last night, sir. Or stolen tonight, sir. She kept it in the hallway.
Hallway? In a matchbox like this, she keeps her kerosene in the hallway. Stolen, you say?
Yes, sir.
Yes. And then fire breaks out at half a dozen points in the cellar. Yes, and there's many more in the stair shaft.
Yes, sir, and if it was arson, well, there were 12 families in that building, sir, all sound asleep when the fella touched it off.
Hmm?
It's worse than arson. It could have been murder.
Oh, if we only had proof. Tim, I'd give anything to get my hands on the animal in human form who could do a thing like that. Why, I'd give...
Where are you? Oh, there you are.
What is it, ma'am?
I mean him. He's the one I want.
I know this woman, Chief. Madam, you ought to stay with the others. You'll be safer there, but where everybody else is.
Yes, but everybody isn't there.
What's that?
Oh, they said everybody was out of the building. You don't mean that they're
I
still...
talked to everybody that's there, Mr. Fireman. I told them how you saved my baby and how you got the ladder, and I came down the ladder just as...
Come to the point, ma'am.
Well, if you're going to growl at me like an old bear, I don't think I can...
Collins, ask her what she's talking about.
Yes, sir. Madam, please tell us, just yes or no, is there somebody missing?
Yes, Mr. Fireman, yes, that's what I've been telling you. I've been trying to... I looked everywhere, and they're not in the crowd.
Oh, who is it, madam?
Joe Ferguson and his wife. They live on the top floor, and they're
Rescue squad. Man and woman on the top floor.
Tell me, ma'am, top floor, front or rear?
Quick, ma'am, it makes a difference.
Why, the rear. But I don't see what difference it makes at all.
Well, if they're in the rear, Chief, that's going to be tough. With the angle the buildings make, we'll never get a ladder to the top floor. And the blazing stair shaft cuts off the way from the front.
Well, that's where they live. I thought you'd like to know, Mr. Fireman. I just know you'll find some way to save the Fergusons.
Now, there's a problem for Chief Cody and Tim Collins to solve. Joe Ferguson and his wife are reportedly cut off in the top floor of the tenement building. But the woman Tim Collins helped to rescue is confident her hero will find some way to save her neighbors as well. For what happens next Be sure to listen to the next true-to-life episode of The Firefighters. In just a minute, Chief Bob Cody will tell you, boys and girls, how you can help the firefighters in your own hometown. But before you meet Chief Cody, here's something else you want to hear. And now, Chief Bob Cody with a special assignment for all young firefighters. Chief Cody.
Hello, boys and girls. This is your friend, Chief Cody, and here's your special assignment. You are to inspect your homes for those gadgets we call space heaters. Oil stoves or heaters that burn kerosene or other inflammable liquids. Now, check up on the conditions of such heaters to be sure that fuel does not leak. And check up on storage, because kerosene that is allowed to spill or to release its fumes anywhere in your home is a fire menace. If you use oil stoves or heaters in your home, take proper precautions now. That is all, firefighters. So long, I'll be in touch with you soon.
Fire Chief Cody and the young rookie fireman Tim Collins will be back on the same station the next time you hear...
That's it. Let's roll.
Let's go, Firefighters! Firefighters is written by Frank Jones and is a copyrighted feature of William F. Holland Productions.